Alright, welcome back. Got another Kevin Samuels video that caught my attention. Let's get into it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
So I got two kids. I was listening. I got two kids, right? And
Hold
it's
on.
not.
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 28. I turned 28 in January.
Okay, go ahead.
So when it comes to Sierra prayer, I cut it off. I don't know why. It's not that I don't know what it's about, because I clearly see she came out of like a toxic relationship into a good one. But when it comes to Sierra prayer, that's just not what I want. Like, I don't want a Derek Wilson or whatever her husband name is.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
How old is your oldest?
Two boys.
How old is your oldest?
My oldest 7.
And you're
And my
28?
youngest, yeah, so I had him when I was 20. And my youngest just turned 5.
Were you married when you had the children?
Uh-uh.
Different fathers?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to be married in the future?
I do. Because I never been married and I already got 2 kids. And then like I be meeting a lot of guys who deserve a good wife. So I just wish that I could have, been that. But yeah, so I guess that's why I'm not with Sierra Prayer.
But what is Sierra's prayers other than saying that she wants the next man to come along to be her husband? And she wants everything that God has for her.
To be honest, I didn't even know that, because like I said, I cut it off because I be feeling like people use it like in a way like they want a Derek Wilson. So I guess because I don't want that, yeah, Sierra husband, I'm like, I don't really want that because I kind of fucked up in a relationship. So I can't really say like it was the nigga how Sierra praying about it. So that's why I cut it off.
The nigga?
Future, yeah. Her ex-man, the kid of her father, yeah. So with my kid
And why do you
father,
want to be married? Outside of the fact you've not been married.
I want to be married because I like the marriage relationship now that I'm 28. I like how guys who want to be married think and act, because that's not how my kids' fathers think and act, and that's why we didn't get married.
Are you a wife?
Me? My son is crazy. And my wife, I am. You know what? To be honest, I'm not being honest with myself. I wasn't, but I am now. I wasn't, because when I had him, I didn't want to get married. I didn't.
So how long
Those
would you
like,
say you've been a? So how long would you say you've been a wife?
I've been a wife for like 4 years. I ain't gonna say 5, because I learned, how to move and why I need a husband. So I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't with getting married. I didn't like it. No.
Do you want more kids?
I do. I want a daughter, but I really focus on like the marriage. I'm not focused on the kids right now.
I'm distracted with the fingernails.
I like my nails, so but like I'm saying, I'm not focused on the kids right now. I didn't have 2 kids so young. I'm on the little car right now. Hold on.
So,
But yeah, it was good to talk to you. I always request to talk to you, and I never get through.
so if you don't get married, are you going to be able to survive in this life alone?
Retire. I always ask myself that. So I was just talking to this guy, and we was talking for like 3 months. So in the 4th month, I was like, dang, if we don't like get out of this talking stage, I'm gonna have to go back to school and focus on my career and my retirement plan, because I just didn't
What did you go to
think
school
like,
for? What did you go to school for?
I went to school for cosmetology, but I want to go to school for law.
For
I
law?
want law, yeah. I want to be an attorney. I want to be a judge, but I want to go to school for law. Well, Mr. Samuels, that's what I want to do now. I mean, I didn't already had kids. I didn't think I could do that. So I feel like I can go to
Were you raised
school.
with your mother and father?
I was.
Was your mother and father married?
And I was so afraid to have this conversation because everybody admired my mom and dad marriage. And I did not want to have to get on here and say I didn't like it, and I didn't. And I didn't really know shit.
You didn't like what? You didn't like what?
I didn't like my mom's role in the marriage.
What do you mean you didn't like her role?
Like, so my mom would like, so my mom and my dad worked, and I just seen like my mom do everything. So I think that's why. Okay, so let me tell you the story.
What do you mean everything? In the house?
So like she'll pick us up from school, she'll take us to our practices, she'll cook, she'll if we need it, if we're going through something, we go to our mom. So and my dad was right there. So and my dad is a good man.
Hold on. You mean the same thing you do right now with your kids by yourself?
Yeah, so it's I got
it from that. But the difference is your mama had somebody doing this stuff outside the house.
That's the only difference. So that's what I didn't realize because I didn't like it, and that's why I'm not married.
Did your mother raise you to be a wife?
No, she was like, this is how my mom raised me. She'll say like, "Fuck a nigga," and you don't need a nigga. You better do this, and you better. She just would like, and I don't think she meant it like that. I think she was just pumping me up to be independent, not saying not get married because she was clearly married, but she just wanted me to be independent and strong. And because I didn't like her role in the marriage, I chose to be single.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I don't like being right because I see so many mothers sabotage their daughters. Y'all don't learn what men are there for. Y'all mess around and have babies. And in fact,
but I wasn't her friend, so she didn't have to express to me.
I'll let you talk. Please don't. I'll let you speak.
Go ahead.
But the fact of the matter is, at 28, ma'am, would you say you take life seriously?
I do now, yeah. Like, I didn't at first. I mean, because I was living off of my family, I didn't really have to get out there and be serious about stuff.
Do you have a job right now?
Well, I'm a hairstylist, so I got a client coming tomorrow. That's just how I live. I don't work. I want to go to school for law, and that's just what I'm gonna do. That, but that's not
from law to be a judge. You're a hairstylist. You want to get married. You want a daughter.
I'm an entrepreneur. So let's get on that.
You don't overtalk me. That's one thing we can't do. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is Sierra's prayer. I want. What does a man get with you as a wife?
What did he get with me? I'm gonna go to hell and back with my husband.
That's nice. What else?
I mean, that's real. That's really what you want.
Thank you, but what does he get? Run down the resume. What does he get?
Okay. He get catered to. And I'm gonna be the ear. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be his wife. Whatever you ask your wife to do, ain't she supposed to be like, all right, hubby?
So in other words, he has to ask you to do your job. You don't come already ready to do it.
No, I'm already automatic, but I'm just saying.
So I asked you about 10 minutes ago, are you a wife? And I'm asking you what makes you a wife. You said you've been a wife for about 4 or 5 years, and now all you heard is, I cater to you and I do whatever you ask. That's a very thin job description or resume.
Well, it depends on who I'm marrying.
No, I mean your husband. I don't know. Your husband. I don't care what his name is. What does he get?
He get a lifetime partner.
You see, ma'am, Miss Haiti, this is what I mean. Women were taught to ask for everything for a man and want to do everything. But when asking what does a man get, I ask you if you're serious, you're a wife, you're like, yeah, I am. But it's like, you're not. You don't take us seriously. It's just like, we're still supposed to be there. And there's like a man in y'all's life that's just like this thing.
I mean, if I'm not a wife, I'm glad to hear that from a man's perspective, because like I said, didn't nobody raise me to be a wife. So if you telling me this, I'm really about to go back to school because I'm just not a wife. And I want to try to be.
Ma'am, did you have your undergraduate degree?
I don't. But when I start
How
like
far
trying
did
to
you,
figure it out,
I'm just asking, how many years of college did you complete?
um, so I haven't completed college. I went to
Have you
school
gone,
and then the
you gone to
pandemic
one
started.
semester of college?
Yeah, I have, and I got a 4.0. I got an A. Yeah. So that just make me want to
How
go
many
back to
semesters of
school.
college have you completed?
One semester.
How many hours?
Well, I went to two colleges, but as far as hours, my attendance was a little off,
So
so
in other
not
words, you
that
have
many.
nothing. So you have nothing. You'd be starting out, man. You know how long
Yeah,
it takes to
I
become
will
a
be
judge?
starting
How
off with
many?
nothing.
How long do you think it takes to become a judge?
Like 10 years. By the time I'm 40, I should be a judge. Am I wrong, 15?
No, but I'm asking, and no disrespect, but does that seem like it's really possible at this point?
Hell
You're
yeah, it
28 years
does.
old. You're a hairstylist. This
Hmm.
conversation has been very chaotic, and to go to school to get an undergraduate, then you got to go to law school, then you got to go past the bar, then you have to practice and become a sitting judge. It's just words.
I mean, but I didn't see girls go to school to be lawyers, and they did it. And
This is
these is
what the
not the
prayer is there
smartest chicks,
for. Yeah,
but
man.
they not
I
the
get.
smartest
Look,
chicks.
okay,
So
man.
I want to try.
Stop. Try. But what percentage chance do you think you'll have of completing it? If you gave yourself out of 100%, 100%, what percentage chance do you think you're going to become a judge?
75. I like how you did that too, because I'm dead ass serious. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say a 65, but I'm confident that I'm gonna be a
Why
judge
not turn
because
around
I
people? Why not turn around people? Because a people can rise no higher than the moral position of its women. And
I
sorry,
should
so
have
many
said
of our
100.
women are just not serious people.
So it should be
You're the mothers.
100%.
You're the mothers of the next generation, and you already got kids. And ma'am, there ain't a 65% chance that I will become a judge.
Why not? You judging me right now, and you doing a good job. So I don't understand why you
Oh
don't
my
believe
Jesus
that.
Christ! The fact that you don't understand the difference is
Okay,
even
I
more
do.
scary.
I do.
Because
I understand
this
what
is
you
one
mean. We
thing
got to
so
go
many
to
of our
school.
women do
It's a
have.
process.
One thing so many of our women do have is start telling the truth, you got a bunch of goddamn ego and pride. If you had as much femininity, if you had as much femininity and agreeableness as you do ego and pride, you would be a hell of a lot further along with men.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good chance that people just become judges. This stuff is hard. Becoming a judge is like becoming a surgeon. It's not easy.
I just met a surgeon that's 26,
Oh
so I'm
Jesus
motivated.
Christ! This is why when I talk about this dangerous mind stuff, telling women they can do whatever they want, however they
I have a
want, so on
dangerous
and so
mind,
forth.
but I do have a dangerous mind. I always have. So
Uh-huh.
wish me the best.
I get it. But you have boys, right?
I do. Yes.
What does their dad do?
So their dads are both of their dads are incarcerated.
Oh
So
Jesus! Well, I
to
guess it'd be
me,
good for you to be a judge. You can get them out. Hey, how you doing, bro?
You've got a 28-year-old woman with 2 kids who says she wants marriage. But when you listen closely, the focus is mostly on what she wants to receive. A man to step in, provide, help raise her children, stabilize her life. But there's very little clarity on what she's bringing into that situation beyond expectation. And this is where the conversation needs to get honest. Because marriage isn't a one-way exchange. It's not just about what someone can take. It's about what both people contribute to build something stable. When one side is heavily focused on receiving while the other is expected to carry most of the load, it creates imbalance from the start. Then comes the stepfather dynamic. Asking a man to come in and take on responsibility for children is a serious request. That's not just dating, that's stepping into an already established life with emotional, financial, and long-term responsibilities. Most men will approach that carefully and look closely at the environment they're stepping into. Then there's the value conversation. It's not about tearing someone down. It's about clarity. What does she offer in terms of support, cooperation, stability, peace, partnership, shared goals? Because those are the things that make someone want to invest long term. Then comes the deeper issue, mindset. If someone approaches relationships mainly as a solution to their problems instead of something they actively build with another person, it can lead to repeated disappointment.